Model of this Toyota gets about 50 miles per gallon. So the 700 miles between Dallas and Des Moines, well, only 14 gallons. Trevor.
What's a Prius?
Prius, correct.
Business for 8?
Copy that at 4 a.m. In 2004, FedEx acquired this company for $2.4 billion. Trevor.
What's Kinko's?
Yes.
Business for 12?
Founded in 1986, this supplies chain has a center of attention in Los Angeles. Trevor?
What is Staples?
Yes.
Business for 16?
In 2013, these two airlines with homegrown names announced they would merge. Daniel.
What are American and U.S.?
Correct.
Business for 2?
This electronics firm was named for a certain quality of a mechanical pencil invented by its founder. Daniel.
What is Microsoft?
No. Trevor or Hannah? What is Sharp? 4 clues left on the board. Daniel?
Good for 2000.
If we had this type of time, it means good. In the fierce lion gave out this type of roar, it means frightening. Hannah.
What is terrible?
No. Daniel or Trevor? You were close. What is terrific? Terrific. 3 clues left now, Daniel.
Good for 16.
Radical. Totally this 7-letter word. UrbanDictionary.com says Americans use to describe everything. Trevor?
What is awesome?
Awesome. That's the word.
I'll take good for 12.
3, 1,031, and 7,919 are all this kind of number. Trevor?
What is prime?
Correct. One last clue. Your writing is really this. I mean, it's good. Not that it's done in small, delicate strokes. Trevor?
What is fine?
Fine is the word, yes. And you're at 19,600. It's not a runaway, so it's coming down to Final Jeopardy, this important category. Authors in the news. We'll return with a clue in a moment.
I was cooking dinner for my family. Boom, heart attack. Never once did I consider that I might be having a heart attack. It can happen to anyone at any time. The doctor recommends spare aspirin to keep this from happening to me again.
Aspirin is not appropriate for everyone, so be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
It's working. 6 years and counting. Know the symptoms. Talk to your doctor.
Always be prepared. Go to handbagsandhearts.com to get a heart attack preparedness kit for a $5 donation.
Sometimes, less is more, especially when it comes to knee surgery. Say this apple represents your knee. With total knee replacement, the entire surface has to be removed. But with the Oxford Partial Knee from Biomet, you keep up to 75% of your healthy knee for a more rapid recovery with less pain and more natural motion. And now, when used with signature personalized technology, the Oxford even comes with a lifetime implant replacement warranty. Not all patients are candidates for partial knee replacement. Risks include, but are not limited to, loosening, dislocation, fracture, wear, and infection, any of which can require additional surgery. Only your surgeon can tell if this surgery is right for you. Why get a total knee if all you need is a partial? Find out if the Oxford Partial Knee is right for you, because sometimes less can mean so much more. For a surgeon in your area, go to oxfordknee.com.
Each weekday, the New York Times features a specially selected Jeopardy clue from that day's broadcast. Look for the Jeopardy clue of the day each weekday in the New York Times.
Subscribe to home delivery of the New York Times and save 50% on the world's finest journalism. Call 1-800-833-1899 today.
When the fastest Wi-Fi internet available works together with brilliant HD TV and any room DVR, which interacts with unlimited home phone while being backed by a 24-hour VIP hotline. That's seamless. That's Suddenlink Total Home. All our best services working together in one easy package for total peace of mind. Sign up today.
You don't have to be quick on the draw to find great deals at Hunterland Mall.
It's a picker's paradise at the largest antique mall in the area. With 132 booths and growing, you can find new and vintage antiques, collectibles, and gifts. Hunterland Mall also has jewelry, taxidermy, purses, tools, toys, and more. just across the street from South Bell Walmart. So whatever you're looking for,
Happy hunting at Hunterland Mall.
These programs are so important to the children and families, so we really need to find outside funding.
Head Start programs in Northwest Missouri take a hit. The impact of federal budget cuts on early education tonight. Plus,
I'm a seasoned warrior in this battle, and I'm definitely going to try and help out if I can.
A smoking ban debate in St. Joseph draws interest from across the state. Why a St. Louis man is joining the battle tonight on KQ2 News.
Category is authors in the news, and here is the clue. When Curiosity touched down on Mars in 2012, its landing site was named in honor of this author who died weeks before. 30 seconds, players. Good luck. Great and popular science fiction writer. You had a couple of choices here, I think. Hannah, we come to you first. Whose name did you come up with? Who is Ray Bradbury? You picked the right one. And you are going to add nothing, so you'll remain at 5,200. Let's go to Daniel now. He had 11,000. He's shaking his head because he wrote down Arthur C. Clarke. That was one of the choices. There's one other, too. So you lose 10,998. You're down to $2. Let's go to Trevor. He had 19,600, and his response was Carl Sagan. No, you are incorrect. Did you risk a lot? No, 2,401. That leaves you with enough money, 17,199. You get to play again later this week for $100,000. And we have another semifinal tomorrow. Join us then. So long.
Consideration provided by Shaq versus Pain.
Shaq 1, Pain 0.
New Icy Hot Advanced Patch with 50% more medicine.
Pain over.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. For a free rate quote, visit geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO.
I'm a dancer, and until now, my feet showed it.
Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Foot Cream. 7 penetrating moisturizers and vitamins, cause foot skin's 20 times thicker.
This stuff really works.
Good evening. This is Flo. Yes, I'm that Flo. Aren't you sweet?
Licensed phone reps available 24/7. Call 1-800-PROGRESSIve.
Shaq versus Pain.
Shaq wins.
New Icy Hot Advanced Cream. The first with 2 max strength ingredients for long-lasting relief.
Pain over.
From KQ-TV St. Joseph, this is KQ2 News Live at 5 with Bridget Blevins and weather with Chief Meteorologist Mike Braciano.
Coming up on Live at 5, a little more like spring over the weekend. Now we have summer in the forecast. The latest on your forecast in just a few minutes. And banana bread recipe that everyone can enjoy. We'll share this dish with a gluten-free spin just a little bit later. Welcome to Live at 5. I'm Mike Braciano. A beautiful day today. Tomorrow we're talking about near record highs with temperatures in the lower 90s. Let's take a look outside and show you what we've got going on right now. We do have lots of sunshine. Temperatures are still in the upper 70s and lower 80s. I think tonight it'll be a very mild night. But as we head towards tomorrow, we'll be on the southern edge of a cold front that means temperatures will start to warm up, and we will see those temperatures getting up into the lower 90s. Now, record high for tomorrow is 93, and I think we'll be close to, if not above that. We'll check out that full forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Well, student debt is a problem plaguing college students everywhere, and maybe even a cause for some concern for kids who haven't made it into college yet. Mark Matthews is here to tell us a little bit about, from Edwards Jones, tell us a little bit about how to avoid that debt.
Well, and as you might suspect, it starts with time. You know, being early to the plan, I guess, would be the way to describe that. May is kind of college education funding month to talk about it, because May 29th ties in with the 529 plan. They kind of use those numbers to make it catchy. Right now, student loan debt is larger than consumer credit card debt, which is kind of a scary thing. And so there's a lot of recent graduates and not so recent graduates dealing with a lot of debt payments and things like that hold them back. And if they don't find a good job, it makes it even worse. And so I'd like to make sure families know that even just a little bit of money, given some time, and maybe they make use of a 529 contribution, which they can use that money down the road for education expenses, will not be taxed on it. If they take it out for other purposes, they'll get taxed and penalized. But most of the time, the families I've met hardly ever say, "Oh, I've got too much college money." That rarely. that
would be nice
to
say, but that doesn't happen. It's kind of scary, though, as your kids are going through, grade school, middle school, and then into high school, about when you should start to prepare for this. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who wait till the last minute, to do this. Is there a good time to start? I know everybody says the minute they're born.
Well, the best time is certainly in those early years, in those single-digit years, because that's when they have the most time they're ever going to have for the money set aside for their benefit, whether it's in a 529 plan or a Cloverdale savings plan or just a transfer to minor account. Time is what makes the big difference. Right. And so if grandparents want to begin that process with some birthday gifts and things like that, that's a great way to start. Christmas time, whatever you want to give a gift of some dollars for, earlier the better. I can just not emphasize that enough, because people come to me when their students are sophomore in high school, they can save some money, but the best thing is just to start saving it. Investing is kind of on the back burner, because the time is so close they're going to need it. And so earlier the better. I mean,
that's right. So, and it's not, it's something that nobody looks forward to.
Absolutely.
They don't. I mean, like you said, nobody sits around and says, "I got all this money. I wonder how I'm going to spend it."
Yeah, I think the idea is to let the student get out of school and not be burdened with a big debt to service for the next 10 or 15 years. That type of thing. So it's a gift of love, or a plan of love, to keep them from being in that spot.
Right. So start now.
Start early.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Still ahead on Live at 5. There will be some big fish stories to tell. We'll tell you about a catfish tournament coming up in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
These programs are so important to the children and families, so we really need to find outside funding.
Head Start programs in Northwest Missouri take a hit. The impact of federal budget cuts on early education tonight. Plus,
I'm a seasoned warrior in this battle, and I'm definitely going to try and help out if I can.
A smoking ban debate in St. Joseph draws interest from across the state. Why a St. Louis man is joining the battle tonight on KQ2 News.
At Elmore Family Dentistry, we offer precision care and same-day dentistry through the latest technologies. Whether you have a cracked tooth or need a crown, filling, or root canal, if you call before noon, we'll get you in the very same day. Don't live with the pain. Our extended office hours fit any schedule. Call our certified, compassionate staff at Elmore Family Dentistry today at 816-396-6658. Mention this ad and get up to $25 off your next same-day service.
When you are ready to come home from the hospital and the staff asks you who you want to provide your home care services, choose with confidence. Choose Bender's Home Care. Bender's nursing staff are all registered and licensed practical nurses who can monitor your progress, do lab work, provide bathing assistance, and any nursing care needed. And with our therapy department, we'll see to your rehab all within the comfort of your own home. So when it's time to choose your home care team, choose Bender's Home Care, serving St. Joseph for over 25 years.
Horizon Outdoor, St. Joe's premier site for motorcycles, ATVs, lawn care equipment, and much more. Horizon Outdoor has what you need to get the job done and what you want for when it's time to play. Right now, you can get all Gravely lawnmowers as low as $40 per month and 0% interest for 4 years. We also have all the steel products you need to turn your yard into the perfect lawn. Don't forget, we can service all your lawn equipment at your home with our mobile workstation. Now is the time to see for yourself at Horizon Outdoor.
When you need a tow, call R&W Tow and Recovery. We specialize in difficult and delicate towing jobs. We get referrals from other companies for jobs that are particularly difficult or they don't have the equipment. We've proudly been serving the St. Joseph area since 1978. We're known as a tow company that won't walk away from a difficult recovery. From a small motorcycle or ATV to a 100,000-pound crane, call R&W Tow and Recovery for your 24-hour towing needs.
Heartland Health is hosting a stroke awareness event for the community. Debbie and Christy are here to tell us a little bit more about what the event is and how this event could actually help save some lives. And first of all, let's talk a little bit about where the event is and when it is.
It's Wednesday night this week at Heartland from 6:30 to 8:30 in the Oaks Room, the conference rooms there at Heartland. And it is open to the public and free of charge.
And this event is to kind of get more awareness out there as to not so much what a stroke is, but some of the symptoms of a stroke so that you can help out with that. And Christy, we were talking a little bit earlier about some of the symptoms and the classic ones, you know, where your arm hurts, left arm hurts. There's other ones though too.
There are. Actually, what we're going to use at that stroke community awareness event is the ACT FAST memory tool. And FAST actually stands for faces, arms, speech, and time. So some of the common symptoms that you'll see a patient have is some facial droop. They'll have problems with one-sided weakness, so they'll see a difference in maybe the right arm or left. It's going to be on one side. Speech will become slurred, or they may not be able to speak at all. And then the T is for time. The best thing that we can do for that individual is call 911 and get them to immediate care.
Mm-hmm. And it's something that's, I mean, I've never witnessed one before, but I can only imagine the fear that would go through you if you're witnessing something like that to happen as well.
Yeah, definitely a lot of fear associated with it. There's many other things that can mimic those signs and symptoms of a stroke. And what we see a lot of individuals do is they're in denial. Mm-hmm. And they may even know what those signs and symptoms are, but they're concerned. They've heard the statistics around stroke. They know that it's a leading cause of disability in the United States, and so they avoid it, and they don't come in time. And that is the most crucial factor, is getting here in plenty of time.
Time seems to be the one where maybe the person who's having this happen to them doesn't quite understand what's going on, and they'll say, well, this is just something that's going to go away. And really, like you say, you have to get it checked out immediately.
Absolutely. And the key point is 80% of strokes could be prevented with reduction in risk factors. So that's what we're going to focus on Wednesday night, is what are those risk factors and how you can reduce them, and then recognize if a stroke does occur. So it'll be very specific on those focuses on Wednesday night.
Okay, and it's free?
It's free.
Okay, so that's always good. And so when people come at 6:30 on Wednesday, you'll have some tables set up, or some informational speaking, or what's going to happen? It's
actually going to be speaking presentation, so we'll be setting, and we'll also have some risk factors, taking your blood pressure, giving you some information about cholesterol screenings and some of those, but there will be some speakers to actually go over those factors that you want to reduce your risk on, and also the signs and symptoms. We'll also have one of our neurologists, Dr. Davaleri's, planning to be there to answer some questions as well.
Okay, again, it's this Wednesday, 6:30. Is it going to be in the Oak Rooms of 1 and 2, right?
Right, correct. At Heartland.
Okay, and it's free and open to the public, and it's great information.
We're glad to see everybody there.
All right, thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We're going to have a look at your weather forecast coming up.
wines can define a meal, but great wineries can define a weekend. Enjoy the show at visitmo.com.
My dad's worked these fields all his life. But today, I stepped out of the shadow of another man's tractor and into a Massey Ferguson 8600. The most advanced row crop tractor Massey Ferguson has ever built. The 8600's power, ride, roomy cab, accessible controls, and clean air technology will make a Massey Ferguson man out of you too. The 8600 series by Massey Ferguson. Visit your Massey Ferguson dealer.
Smoking gave me COPD, which makes it harder and harder for me to breathe. I have a tip for you. If your doctor gives you 5 years to live, spend it talking with your grandchildren. Explain to them that your grandpa's not going to be around anymore to share his wisdom and his love. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, and I'm running out of time.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Motor Trend asked truck owners who aren't driving a Ford to take the EcoBoost Challenge.
Ford, I'm impressed.
Ford F-150 with EcoBoost technology versus Chevy Silverado.
Silverado is struggling right now. The F-150 just totally outperformed it.
It made towing that huge boat around very easy.
I'm very surprised that it's a V6.
I would pick the Ford if I had my choice between the two.
Now get 0 for 60 plus 1,000 cash back or up to $8,750 total savings on F-150. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
Remember when you couldn't wait for the day to begin? Enjoy the show at visitmo.com.
Well, today temperatures warmed up into the 80s. We hit 80 for a high, 42 this morning. Normally 74 is the high and 52 is the normal low. The record for today is 92, set back in 1915, 34 that record low back in 1997. The record for tomorrow is 93, which was set back in 1988. I'm predicting a high of 93, so we should tie it, if not go above that record for tomorrow as that warm air starts to move our way. Temperature outside is 80. Our dew point's 44. Humidity, it's pretty dry at 28%. We have a south wind right now at 13 miles an hour. Barometric pressure is at 30.00 inches. Show you some of the area temperatures. You'll notice the warm air back out to our west. Lincoln right now at 84. It's 83 in Omaha. Des Moines 76, 73 in Kirksville. These 80s tomorrow will be replaced with 90s. And I think by this time tomorrow, we'll be seeing temperatures up in Lincoln as well as into Topeka in the low to mid 90s. We're going to be right on that edge. Now, we do have a front that is positioned up to the north, and that front's going to start to make its way down towards us. But before it makes it in, we will really warm up. But one of the things that's going to happen as this front moves into northeast Kansas and northwest Missouri, once it moves in, it's going to stall out, just become stationary right over the top of us. And so for the next few days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll be talking about chances for showers and thunderstorms. No chance for rain tonight or tomorrow. I think that as this front comes a little bit closer tomorrow night, that's when our best chances are going to be there. So again, today, just a very few high, thin cirrus clouds that were present, but for the most part, we will remain mostly clear for tonight. These are the temperatures that we're expecting over the next few hours. We will see those temperatures rise up into the upper 80s, if not lower 90s. Look at that. Our temperature tomorrow is expected to be 98 in Omaha, 97 in Lincoln by the afternoon hours. Here's our futurecast. Notice tomorrow we're looking pretty good with mostly sunny skies. Then the front itself starts to make its way down towards us. A little bit closer look for this evening. We have those high, thin cirrus clouds. Then by tomorrow morning, we clear out. We have sunshine in the afternoon, warm up into those lower 90s. Here comes that front just back to our north and west. It moves through and it kind of stalls out here on Wednesday. And there are our chances for rain Wednesday, even into Thursday, as we continue to see these progressive chances for rain in the forecast. For tonight, mostly clear and 58. we'll have a west wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. And again, the record high is 93 degrees. We will tie that record of 93. Southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles an hour. And then the extended forecast, we have rain chances on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Should I go on? No. Sunday and Monday. Looks like those rain chances will continue around the area. Well, if you enjoy catfishing, you can show off your talent in an upcoming tournament here in St. Joseph. Craig and Brad are here to tell us a bit more about this tournament. And guys, welcome. I know you didn't like the forecast with the rain, but
we can do without that.
You can deal without it. Okay, let's talk about this the catfish tournament that we have going on, and I take it it's going to be May 18th.
This Saturday, correct.
This Saturday, okay. Talk a little bit about where it's going to be and how people can get involved in this.
Well, as far as the actual fishermen, they can actually just show up the morning of the event. They'll be starting registration at 5 a.m. The tournament will begin at 7, and we will do our weigh-in at 4. The entry at that point would be $145. We are guaranteeing at least $1,500 for the first place finish, and and it will be $500 for the biggest fish of the day. Spectators can come out for free, and I do encourage that.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you about that. I mean, when you think about fishing, you don't really think it is as a spectator sport, but you were talking a little bit earlier about how it's kind of neat to go out there and see that.
Yeah, and the kids get a kick out of it, and us fishermen really get a kick out of, hearing all the oohs and ahs in the audience when we lift our, big fish up out of the live well. And some of the fish we catch in these tournaments are fish of a lifetime for most people, and they don't get a chance to see them up close, so it's a good chance for them to do that.
So it sounds like it's something. I mean, can an amateur get in there? I mean, could I get in there, or what? I mean, are you?
Honestly, anybody can win a tournament on the Missouri River.
Right.
The big fish, I mean, you just never know. I mean, it could be somebody come out to a tournament at a lake, a river, wherever that's never fished there before, and they put their bait in the right spot. Sometimes that's all it takes. So. Yeah, we've weighed fish up to 80 pounds.
Wow.
One fish.
Wow.
Our 5 fish limit record is 4 fish, 234 pounds.
Wow.
So the boys catch some big fish.
Yeah, so if you want to register for this, what do you need to do?
Show up the morning of, Saturday morning, 5 o'clock, and you can come, and there'll be no trouble finding where you need to go. And there'll be people there to sign you up and register you. And
okay, and that's going to be at the Missouri River, at the French Bottom area, right?
French Bottom Boat Ramp, correct.
Okay, and that's going to be running from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. If you need some more information, you can go to the website, www.kccatfish.com. Again, first place is that right? $1,500?
Correct. Minimum.
Minimum. Okay.
Boat count will change that. So.
All right. Now there is an entry entry fee. It's $125, but the day of is
$145.
$145.
Pre-entry's over now. We do practice conservation with the fish too, and these fish they must be alive or they cannot be weighed for the tournament, and they all are released. We do put them in a big tank so the spectators get a chance to go up and see the fish while we're doing the weigh-in process, and then they're all released back into the river.
All right, so it's this Saturday, the 18th, and it's going to be running from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pre-entry, $125. Day of the tournament's $145. Rod and reel only. I already asked you about that earlier. There's no noodling.
Nope, no noodling.
Nope. And if you want some more information, you can go to www.kccatfish.com.
Correct.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we're in the kitchen just a little bit later with a gluten-free bread recipe that everyone can enjoy. Marie Antoinette's gluten-free banana bread. We'll have that recipe in just a few minutes.
They came out to my farm and they asked me would a farm dog help me, and I said yes.
With Merrill, it makes me feel like a person because I have independent living. We don't want to feel pity, we just want to feel a little help. And with Merrill, we have that.
It began as a promise. Son, we're going on a road trip. That promise has lasted over 30 years. Our dream is to visit every national park in America. It's been thousands of miles, countless bumps along the way, but we'll just keep moving on, pursuing this amazing dream.
the years, women have tried countless ways to get in shape and stay healthy, some more successful than others. That's why Heartland Health has joined the Spirit of Women Network. We provide health education for women in a fun way. We've even invented a new word for it, health-utainment. It's placing you between health and entertainment. So get out, get moving, and get healthy. Visit heartland-health.com/spirit and join a movement of women dedicated to healthier living.
Choosing an innovative new Nissan is easier than ever. In fact, during our first Sign and Drive event, all you need is one of these. Sign and drive the all-new Nissan Altima, or save up to $4,800 on Rogue.
I need a pen. Boom. Whoa. Yep. Thanks.
Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
The clock is ticking for the final 5, and tonight they'll have to
go big or go home.
Because this is their last chance to dance before the finale.
I didn't come here to lose.
Dancing with the Stars live two-night event begins tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
All right. Well, we've just been having a little bit of fun here before we come on. Steve and Ramadan here joining us today. Talk a little bit about the annual Juneteenth celebration. And Steve, we were talking a little bit earlier to some of the people that were in the studio, and you brought up a great question. So bring up the question and the answer.
Well, I bring up the question. Only one person knew the answer, and that was Mark Anthony, is what is Juneteenth? What is the celebration? What does it recognize?
Yes, and go ahead and answer it.
Well, actually, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1860 in January 1st, but it wasn't until 2.5 years later in Galveston, Texas, that the news got down to slaves in Galveston, Texas, that they were free. It took 2.5 years. There's all kinds of rumors on how that happened, you know, but it took 2.5 years. The Union really wasn't a big presence in Galveston. So that is a date when all the slaves in the United States found out they were free.
Okay, and Ramadan, there's going to be a lot of things going on starting this weekend, May 18th. Let's talk about some of the things that we're going to be seeing.
Okay, well, yeah, well, glad to be on and glad for you having us here. Okay, this is the 150th year of not the Juneteenth celebration, but the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. So we're calling this the year of Jubilee. Okay, and our celebration will start. We start having fundraisers, which will be May 18th. We're having a joint garage sale at the Bartlett Center, along with the Bartlett Center, as well as a luau, which will take place at Bridges Lounge. These two are fundraisers, May the 18th. Also, then June the 4th, kicking off that weekend, we'll have a movie night showing the Lincoln movie and a couple other movies, as well as a genealogy workshop. Okay, and then June the 7th, we'll kick off our youth night. And also featuring this year, we're going to have an essay contest on what all about Juneteenth, and this will be geared towards the seniors in high school, and that's being conducted by LaDondra Robs in the high schools going on right now, and that the winner of that will be our Mr. and Mrs. Juneteenth. And then June the 8th, we'll have that, which is our biggest day. We'll kick it off with our annual parade, and which Steve is over there. He'll tell you about that. Also that day, we'll have a car show. We'll have a health fair that's put on by the hospice from Heartland, and we also will have music, entertainment, great food. We'll also have a fashion show, an African fashion show, and it's open to everybody, and we're just encouraging everybody to wear our African garb that day and then to be in the fashion show. And then Sunday, which will end it all, we'll start with a prayer service that morning, as well as our free community picnic that'll end it.
Okay, and we want to put the information up on the screen. Because if anybody has any questions, they can give you a call, right, Steve?
Right.
Okay, and your phone number is 244-0374.
That's
correct. Or you can give Steve an email. You can write you an email at steves9112@gmail.com.
That's correct.
All right, guys, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Great information. All right, up next on Live at 5, we're making some gluten-free banana bread. Join us for that right after the break.
Drivers, start your engines and head on over to the stjoechannel.com to enter our NASCAR Pick'em contest. Think you know who will win? Use your best strategies to win great prizes with the stjoechannel.com's Checkered Flag Challenge, sponsored by Rob Cycle.
If you're tired of wasting time and money chasing down ink and toner solutions at big box stores, turn to Rapid Refill. Enjoy up to 50% savings on hundreds of cartridges, plus printer cleaning and maintenance and free delivery. Rapid Refill, your locally owned inkjet and toner specialist.
Along with customized treatment schedules, St. Joseph Chiropractic offers a full complement of products designed to increase your comfort between visits. Some of these items include relief creams for sore joints and muscles, semi-custom orthotics to support fallen arches and help treat plantar fasciitis, probiotics to calm digestive problems, Migra spray to relieve migraine headaches, and the water pillow for a better night's rest. To learn more about our treatments or the products we offer at St. Joseph Chiropractic, stop by our office at 2335 North Belt Highway in St. Joe.
Welcome to Toyota. I'm Jan. How can I help?
Hi, we'd like to look at a Tundra.
You picked the perfect time during our Toyota Time Sales event.
Big frame, strong hitch. This thing is built to tow, huh, Jan?
Sure is. And the Tundra is extremely rugged.
Rugged, dependable. That's what I've been telling him.
That's true.
Get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,000 bonus cash, or receive $2,750 cash back on a new 2013 Tundra, or lease a 2013 Tundra double cab for just $259 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, this is Bob and Dina from Homestyle Furniture and Bedding, and you're watching KQ2. That's my station.
It's Game On, Jeopardy fans.
Are you ready to play? Answer, challenging clues, brilliant contestants, and one dynamic host.
What is Jeopardy?
It's your daily double. Watch Jeopardy from 4 to 5 right here on KQ2.
All right, welcome back. Sean Force is here with Marie Antoinette's Gluten-Free Bake Shop. First, tell everybody where you're located, Sean.
Okay, we're located next to the place in Wathena, Kansas.
Okay.
For us older crowd out there, they know where the place is. So.
All right, so and it's called Marie Antoinette's Gluten-Free Bake Shop. And you've got a banana bread that is just smells wonderful and looks wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to show us how to make that, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
My wife wasn't able to be here tonight, so bear with me.
You sure she's not coaching from the sideline?
She might be, but, you know, I can't really say that she is.
You can't see her, but she's over there. Okay.
So important thing.
That's all right, Sean. I'm here to help you.
And we'll get through this. Okay. Preheat your oven to 350.
All right.
And then you have a baking pan.
Right, but you've already put some
grease in there. You want to grease it up real nice.
All right.
Then you have this banana here.
Oh, it's a good-looking banana.
You need about, well, it looks a little rough.
It's supposed to look a little rough, isn't it?
You want the black ones, not too black or moldy or anything, but you want them black, you want them nice and squishy. And I've squished up 2 bananas here already. And what you do is you basically take the banana, you put it on a plate.
And boy, that one, yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice and squishy. You just
that one's been
squish her down like that, and you're good to go.
And the reason why you use that, because if you use like a fresh one there, it's going to be a little bit harder to mush up.
Oh, you've never been
and you get a lot of those. Yeah,
that's right.
Okay.
You want that nice banana flavor?
All right.
Now we measured out our coconut oil already.
And that's that right there. That's the coconut oil.
So you want to use this, and gives you the measurements actually on the recipe.
Okay.
Now we take our sugar and we take the coconut oil, we mix it together. So we stir that guy in like that.
All right.
Now it's going to be really nice and kind of
there we are. A little bit dry looking.
A little dry looking, a little grainy. We take our flour and our other stuff and mix it together. And we do this.
Here, why don't I do that?
Oh, there you go, Mike.
And I'll mix that together, and then...
And I've been informed that eggs must go in next, one at a time. One at a time, those eggs must go in.
Put the eggs in there with the coconut oil and the sugar.
You just smush it on in there. And, you know, the dry ingredients right here. Now, we use, on the flours, we use our own mix that we make, Marie Antoinette's Marie's mix. Now, you can use any type of... you know, all-purpose flour to do this with.
All right.
Now, here's the fun part. You got to take 1/3 of the banana,
okay,
which this is 1 banana, so there'll be 3, so that's a third.
Okay.
You take a third of the flour here.
All right.
You mix it on in here because it gets really hard to mix it all at once.
Let's pretend that we got it all put together, and then we put it in the pan. And
put it in the pan. Now, we could also do chocolate chips. Oh, yeah, and caramel bits.
Okay.
Now, you can do walnuts and any of that stuff that you want.
All right, and you cook this for how long? 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
45 minutes. So
from the side there.
350, okay.
350.
And again, Marie Antoinette's is located in Wathena.
Wathena, Kansas.
Right next to?
The Place.
The Place. All right, thank you very much.